Hi guys, my name is Marissa and today I'm going to show you how to paint on wood coasters. These two beautiful pieces we have today. We're going to make the bird one and we're also going to make the little beach sunset with the oceans. Okay, things you'll need today. You'll get our little project sheet. I'm going to pull that out. It's going to show you all the supplies you'll need for today as well as the instructions on how to do this. But I'm also going to show you as well in this video. We also have our two wood plaque or coasters that we'll be using. Okay, just put those off to the side. You'll also need some acrylic paint, a little glass or a jar of water so we can wash our brushes. You'll need a little brush as well, scissors, which are optional so we can cut the little paint pods off, and a paper plate or any plate so we can put in and mix our paints together. Okay? Okay guys, so let's get started. I have my two wood plaques or coasters right in front of me. Make sure everything is nice and prepped so I know what I need to do before I start and I have everything ready to go. So one of the things that we're going to use today is paint pods, right? We have all our paints here. And to open them, there's a little latch. So you're going to want to pull them up. But it might be easier if we cut them off piece by piece. That way, none of the paint flies anywhere. So I have my scissors right here. I'm going to cut each one off. Okay. Put my scissors to the side. Okay, now I can open each one. So I have red here. Let me see. I'm gonna have to pull it with my fingers. And just like that, it pops open. Okay. I'm gonna open all of them just so it's easier for us. Yeah. Leave them all on the side. There we go. And I have all of my colors ready. So the colors we have are red, yellow, blue, white, and black. Okay? And we'll be mixing colors today too. So we can make other kinds of pretty colors for our birds or our ocean. So first, I want to just use a little bit of water on my brush. Just clean it. Okay? And we'll do the bird one first. So what I like to do is get the blue and I'm just going to paint the sky all over. Now that I'm at my edge, it's getting a little hard to get to this bottom area. I'm going to pick it up. Make sure I put my fingers on the side so I don't touch the blue paint. There we go. It's a little hard, it's okay. You can put it at the top half maybe of your hands. It might be easier to hold on to. Then I'm going to get some more blue paint and paint the last part. Okay. Now we can paint the line. I'm going to dip my brush inside the water, clean my brush. Okay. I'm going to use some black. Just a little bit. If you have too much, let's wipe some off. Okay? I think that's good. And then I'm going to come across, we're going to make a little line. Doesn't have to be straight. Maybe a little U or a smiley face. I'm gonna go across. There we go. Let me fix up my little edges. Good. So one side to the other, okay? Now I'm gonna mix my brush into the water, clean it off again, and then I'm gonna start with painting one of my birds. Let's see. I think I will do a purple one. So the two colors that make purple are red and blue. So I'm just gonna use my brush and grab some blue. I'm gonna put it on the side. And then same thing with the red. I'm gonna wash my brush off so I don't get any blue inside the red paint pod. And I'm gonna grab some of the red, scoop it up with my brush, and add it to the blue. And then we'll mix it together. Might need more blue. What we can do though is add white.
Ooh, that'll make lavender.
Yes. That way we can see the bird a little better. Ooh, pretty.
I like that color.
Yeah, that's a nice color. Okay. Take some of this purple lavender that we just made, put some on my brush. I have a good amount on there. And what I'm going to do is make the head. And I think I want my bird right here. I'm gonna start with the head. So if you can't make good circles, because that's the kind of shape we want, we're gonna push our brush down straight, and I'm gonna twist my brush. Twist, twist, twist. There we go. So what I did was I pushed my brush down and I twist the handle. So I'm using my fingers to spin it. And that's how you make little circles. Okay? If you want, you can go a little bit more around. Make it a little bit bigger if you want. But I like the size. And now I'm going to make the body. And that's more of a oval shape. Maybe an egg. So I'm going to make a bigger bottom and a smaller top. Okay? Maybe almost like a triangle. Okay? Come around.
And you just want to make sure that the bottom part of the egg is touching the that
Electric line.
electric line. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it looks like it's sitting on there.
Exactly.
Cute.
Now all we need is a tail. So we'll want to make a little V. There we go. And I just fill it in. And then I'll just make a little tail at the end. So another V going down. There we go.
Can you hold it up to the camera so we can see it a little better? Oh, there you go. Cute.
Okay, now I'm gonna wash my brush and I'll do another bird. Okay, let's see. I think I'll do a yellow one. So just dip my brush inside the paint pod. Take off any extra paint that I got on there. And again, I'm going to start with the head. I'm going to make this guy big.
It's nice to have different sized birds, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Different shapes and sizes. Okay, so start at the top. Brush is straight. And I'm going to push down. And I'm going to spin my brush. There we go. So this guy's a little bit bigger. Maybe when it dries, we can go in and put in another layer of yellow if you want. I can do it now. Let's see. There we go.
I found too that sometimes if I mix a little bit of white with my yellow, it makes the yellow pop a little bit too. You don't have to do that, but sometimes I do.
Okay, there we go.
That looks good.
I'm gonna make the body again the same way I made the lavender bird. I'm gonna make the egg-shaped body. This guy's body's gonna be a little bit bigger. Make sure we have the bottom of the egg touch the electric pole, or the electric line. Go from one side to the other.
Marissa, you're really brave to paint with your paintbrush instead of making lines with a pencil. But it looks great. You like sketch it out first.
Yeah, make a little outline and then I can fill it in later. And if you mess up, you can just keep making a bigger bird.
My bird might really be big.
There we go. Just wipe off some of the line that I got. Then I'm gonna make its tail. I'm gonna make that V again. So I'm gonna outline the V and then color in the middle with the paint. There we go. And then to finish its tail, I'll add the little V's again. There we go.
So cute.
And we can keep adding more birds if you want. You can fill the whole line. Or you could just start adding some clouds. Clean off my brush. There we go. Clean it off so I don't have too much yellow on there. I'm gonna go in and make some clouds. Got my white here. Get some on my brush. Make some clouds. I think I want my cloud right here. Just make some clouds. So what I do is have my brush at an angle, and I'm just gonna swoop it across. Make round mounds. There we go. And same thing on the other side. Well, underneath. I'm gonna start at one end and I'm gonna make it go smiley face and smiley face. And then we'll fill in the insides. There we go. We can do the same thing one more time. Another cloud. One mound, two, and then underneath one happy face, two happy face, and then fill it in. There we go. Yay!
Looks so cute. Can we see that close up?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cute. And again, you can paint as many birds as you want and clouds. Those are adorable.
Okay. Next, I'll move on to the second coaster that we're gonna do. Let me just wash my brush again. Okay. This time, I think I'm gonna mix my white and my blue. So I'm gonna grab some of this white. Let me move this black off to the side because I don't think I'll be using it. Put a big glob of white on the side. Oh, maybe two scoops. Okay, then I got my blue. Wash my brush. I'm gonna grab some white.
You mean
blue? Put it on the side. We'll try and mix that one first. See how that looks. I'm going for light blue for my background for the next wood coaster we're doing. Let me mix it up.
I love that color.
Yeah, this one's pretty. Okay, that looks nice. Okay, now that I have some on my brush, I'm gonna go ahead and do the second part, okay? So I'm just gonna do the same thing as I did the first with the first wood coaster. I'm gonna paint the whole thing blue. Okay, I'm gonna lift it up again and get the edge. There you go, the last piece. Don't want any paint on your fingers. There we go. Swooped it across. Okay, now that I've painted my coaster blue, I'm gonna go ahead and clean my brush. Make sure I get all the blue out. Okay, we're gonna use the yellow for the sun. We're only gonna make a half circle because we don't need the full sun. It's gonna be covered by some of the ocean. I'm gonna take some yellow.
Do you need to make sure your paint is dry before you add the sun on top?
Yes. Or else we might get green. If we mix yellow and blue together, that's the color you'll make. We don't want a green sun. We kind of want a yellow sun. And we'll put white in this one this time. See how that looks. White and yellow. Just a little bit. Let me move the paint pot so you can see.
Ooh, lemony.
Lemon yellow.
And since we put a thin layer of sky blue on, it should be pretty dry so we can put our sun on, right?
We can always check too. We'll just use your finger.
Looks good.
Okay. So we gotta make sure. We want some ocean over here at the bottom. So maybe I'll start my circle, half circle, at the top. So from halfway, I'm gonna go around. Make a big upside down U or a frowny face. There we go. It's okay if you didn't do it right. You can go over again and make it a little bit bigger.
It kind of looks like a rainbow to me.
Yeah, a little arch. There we go. Then I'm gonna have it connect. Go to the bottom and one side to the other. There we go. Now we get to paint the middle. Come across, or we can go up. Let's just make sure we fill it in. Okay. There we go. Very nice. And I think I want my sun to have some little rays coming out of it.
Ooh.
So I'll just use a little bit and have a little bit of the yellow lemon paint that I have and just put it at the top, the tip of my brush. That's the part I'm going to use. And I can either do straight lines and go across very lightly, so you can make nice soft lines, or I can come in and put and just touch it. So straight up. Or just use your brush and tap it on. Or you can do both like me. Tap it straight up. Or tapping. Oh, let me move this guy. Okay, then I'll do straight across. Or taps. Straight or tap. And I'm going to finish up the side too. Cross, tap, cross. There we go. Yay! Now that I've done that, make sure that the yellow dries before I start on the ocean, at least the bottom part, because that's going to touch the blue water that I'm going to make. So I'll clean my brush, make sure I don't have any yellow. And you want to think, maybe I'll have 2 or 3 colors of the ocean coming on top of each other. So I think I'll do regular blue, and then maybe I'll do light blue, a different color from this blue maybe, and then I'll do like a lavender color again. Yeah? Remove the paint pots so I have more space to mix paint. I'm gonna wait for this to dry a little bit. It still looks wet and I don't want a green ocean. Maybe for now I'll mix my paint so I have it all ready. So I'm gonna scoop some blue. I'm gonna leave this guy right on the side. And then I'll need, actually I'll make 2 scoops. So one for my light blue and one for my purple. Wash my brush. Then I get the white. I'm gonna get a scoop of white and put it with the blue. And I'll also put it with this one too for the purple. Then clean my brush one more time. And then I'll crop a little bit of the red for the purple. And I'll mix the purple one first. Let's get that guy going. Okay, got purple. Clean my brush. Now I'm going to come in and do my light blue. Okay. Hey. Now I have my two colors ready to go. I'm going to start with actually all blue first. I think this is kind of dry. Yeah.
And I notice you're always wiping your brush off to make sure that it's dry because you really don't want any water on your brush, correct?
Yes, we don't want any water. We want our colors to be nice and bright and full. I want to be able to use all the paint and not add too much water. Okay, got my blue here. I'm going to start with my ocean. This one's going to be a little bit of a wave. So I'm going to start on one side, have my brush to the side, and I'm going to pull down and up. Let me grab a little bit more.
So it's not a perfectly straight line because we actually want it to be a little wavy, right? To look like a wave.
A little wavy. Exactly.
I like that type of line. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that looks good.
There we go. Okay, we'll just make one more line underneath. I'm just filling in the color. Okay, and then I'm gonna go wash my brush to add some paint. There we go. Clean it off, take off the water. Then I'm gonna use the light blue that I got over here. Some of that on my brush. And it's okay if it's not dry. The blue is not dry. You can kind of blend it.
And again, another wavy line, right?
Yep, and it doesn't have to be the same direction. You can go a little bit more up, and up and down, different from the first one that you made.
Pretty.
Okay, then I'm gonna come in and do the last color, which is the purple. And that one, I'm gonna fill the rest at the bottom, and I could still do waves at the top. This one, I think I'm gonna hold to the side. That way I can get the bottom. Okay, so up, down and up. Get some more paint. Fill in the bottom. Yay! Okay, let me just clean my brush and put it off to the side.
Let's see both of those paintings. Can you hold them up?
Yes.
Oh, Marissa, they look so good. Thanks, you guys, for joining us today. We'll see you another time for Keiki Camp. Bye.
Bye.